broadcasting this. Say it again. He's level 1. Damn, that's just sad. He kicked me. That's funny. Damn.
You're not supposed to laugh at the viewers. If I wish you were on the way. Alright, Marie, what you want to do next?
Welcome to my broadcast. I'm your host, Leo. Hey there, plushie. I don't think this person's gonna keep me in here. I don't know. Unless you're gonna be a monk in the high mountains, I don't think you should do that. Hey guys, I just developed a new power. You wanna know what it is? I mean, besides that.
What is it?
A swift kick. No, I'm just kidding.
A swift gang 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 gang. No, I'm about to do it in freaking endurance run.
I will, the plushie. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna take a quick nap. I'm gonna take a nappy poo. I'm about to listen to Evanescence Fallen while I'm gonna try and let the whole album play and stay inside of a survival at the same time.
Ooh, damn.
So, let me see.
Some of these people who set up 1v1s always put it... always do that. That's funny. Which one's better?
And reel it all away. Yeah, I want to fight. That's all I ever want. Kayla the poopy. I have meal time. I'm gonna do Jordan's precept. Should I? No.
Time for me to me as a level 60 to go up against a level 9. Don't worry, I'm using Aatroxus. Okay. I should probably do that next. Bushy, you should probably text her to say to her to take a look at this broadcast.
Customize your champion.
Androxus versus Tyra. Who will get this one? So it's me versus Michael Jackson. Okay.
Fear does not fade, it only hides in wait.
The battle is about to begin.
Found you. I see you. I'm looking right at you. With the big grin you have there.
One. Let the battle begin.
I know you're there, King Mouse.
What goes around
First blood.
the darkness.
I can see Warface's weaknesses a mile away.
Attack.
Many thanks.
Damn it. Oh well.
This is held at bay.
Yep.
Many thanks. Awaits you all.
What's up?
Exactly.
I know, but this your real old friend. Okay, yes. I do. I'm gonna come back home.
Capture point spawning in 15 15 seconds.
Okay. I need that. I need that. When's
5,
the baby shower?
3, 2, 1.
I said, when's the baby shower?
My, I have one big kitty. Now do I?
I got 3 more days. Oh my goodness. Can I talk to you? What's your name?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, my mom is.
Yes, I remember who your mommy is.
I'm not finished.
Oh, you know it.
Yes. Hello?
100 IQ, 100 IQ, firebomb, eh?
I'm not bot.
Overtime.
The person got a lot better with aiming.
I'm gonna
Because I thought that was still revealed, eh? That makes sense.
I wanna leave my grandma. Yep.
Mm-hmm. We all do.
Mm. No. No one's gonna choose you. We cannot survive. I said
Enemy
she
killing
can't
spree.
kill us, but she could kill all.
Yeah, true. Considering Strix can one-shot, but trust me, I cannot aim with Strix at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Death awaits you all.
Yep.
The heat.
30 seconds remaining.
Give them hell. Give them hell. My wounds are healed.
True. But hey, still funny. Let's see. Faster or get my abilities faster? I'll do that. What was its natural after 13? Not bad, we could decrease it by 1 second.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds.
Not bad.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, was it increased duration? Okay. I just think I did better. think the person was a little mad. Do you agree?
Killing spree.
Damn, they still got him. Sometimes they need to do the overtime thing, but oh well. That overtime thing was never reliable in the first place, even in the groups. Like I said, there's a reason why I never used Androx is because of the fact I can't aim with him. Yeah. I still can't aim. I mean, I have the headshot thing, but it's not working as well as what I want it to. Yep.
Grab it, didn't miss it. Something. Energy channel.
Damn. Looks like she left.
Still probably good.
Yeah, well. I never could aim with Androxus, hence why I never used them after I got him, as soon as I got his skin.
Oh my gosh. Why the hell do these people fucking keep bouncing like little ass bros? Come on.
I wonder what I did.
Ask me one of these.
You was just upset a few minutes ago when they walked you back off the field. You know mad about that? Okay.
Eh, I won something. I'll have a trial another hero. At least I know I can't use Shaolin or Androxus. No, my bad. Shaolin, Strix, and Androxus I can't use. Because I can't aim with them. Strix is too loose, Androxus is kinda like, what's it called? His weapon's loose too. And Shaolin, well, always been difficult to use him. Exactly.
One of these mid spots has to be a challenge for me. Because I want you to die.
Fucking weak asses.
Siege.
Come on.
Hmm.
Kinessa.
Yep, that's life. Let me show you the damaged Damba.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Optimize your
Oh, this will be good. I know. My thing cut out for a second. I had to check the charge on my controller. I'm sorry.
You should have left me in peace, but now I join the fight.
Yep. I always get Kronos. For certain ones, anyways.
prepare for battle.
Say, like, how do you like his snake?
Five, four, three, two, one. The battle has begun.
Fate's blessing. Sticks and stones.
An enemy has drawn first blood.
Oh,
I cannot take much more.
probably should have used my R1 more often, but oh well. Also, for a fact, I can't reload as fast enough, so that's another problem.
Sweet embrace.
Damn, every time. Every time I'm about to kill him, he survives. I probably should have gotten that reload mod, huh?
Hydrate Prime. And as you can see, the enemy is not getting anywhere from the pod.
Get over here.
Bomb?
To dust.
Yeah, that's the first kill me just get through.
Push the payload.
Another conquest.
Once I get that reload mod, once I get that reload upgrade, I should be I should be fine.
Uh-oh. Hello. The parasitic Xmas. No wonder.
Bear witness to the spirits chosen.
That's why he's doing so much damage. He has the grapple hook. That makes sense. Hmm. I have no idea. He just stopped.
Yeah, I choose not to use him. Yeah, I do. I choose not to use him.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't think he likes the fact that he got killed by Maldamba.
I have 4 men by 3 times already.
I cannot defend this by myself.
Attack!
Forced to meet our fate. Watch your step.
Oh, he might have his ult. I gotta be careful of that. Time for a spicy turtle. Don't you love it when a Makoa tries to use his ult but fails utterly?
Octavia.
Killing spree.
To dust.
Exactly, and how it works.
Victory!
Spirits chosen.
Gets stunned, ulted, and then stunned again. It's how Maldamba is. It's Maldamba's secondary effect on his primary, where it stuns is just overpowered. That sucks. Man, that must have sucked. I stunned him. He backs up. I ult him. He runs away. And then as soon as the fear's away, I stun him and kill him. A lot of people underestimate Maldon because he sucks as a real healer.
That jab lock
But the damage dose is amazing.
is explosive type.
This is what I usually like to run when I'm using, what's it called, that damage Damba, which also works well with his healer. Kind of. Exactly. Fresh turtle, anyone?
Fine by me.
Another job well executed. Hmm.
Hey. Yeah.
Maybe something else other than this. Why not that? There you go. Getting elimination reduces his cooldown by 20%, which is good. Now we need 30,000. That'll be a while. So,
Whoa, tempo.
technically, Makoa could be one good for 1v1s, but trust me, if you try to use his ult, it's impossible. Not unless you're a crack shot using his hook. But, however, Maldamba is pretty good just overall. Unless they're somehow stun immune, Maldamba literally can do a lot of damage for that 1 second.
Siege. Select a champion.
Maldumba.
Sure, we can leave after this one.
Oh no, I put that back on, but only at 20%. Just for the fact that it reduces it basically by 1/4 every time I get an elimination, which is pretty good. So basically, every time I get myself a kill in a 1v1, 20% of it is just gone. Especially that's good since I can spam my gourd. What's it called? And it also works if if my mending spirits hits, and since I do have to wait for that stupid 3 seconds, it could get rid of about like 0.5, so that's pretty good. So instead of like say 3 seconds, it's probably like 2.5. So it's not half bad, but it's also why I need to get Chronos. But I mean, from last match, I definitely need more reload speed. So that's the first thing I have to get. Reload speed is definitely very important if I'm going to use a damage Dombo type.
Customize your champion.
For the fact that one, his mending spirits not only heals, but it does damage, 560 damage over 2 seconds, and that actually can be spammed really well with a maxed out Chronos. His gourd can heal him, and damage his foe at the same time, which is good. And also for the fact that his movement ability like this. Allows him to get to and fro faster.
The battle is about to begin.
10 seconds. 8 seconds.
If we can get an entire team to join us.
Remember, if you're going to be using damage Dombo, you have to learn one thing. You have to make sure that you always are at a 9 out of 10 for bolts. So even if you reload it, you have to make sure you at least waste one shot so you can like click square right off the bat if you need it. So you can do that. So you can auto stun when you need it.
An enemy has drawn.
Yeah, that Ceres is definitely going to be annoying, especially with that stun effect of hers. Yep. She has the Soul Collector. The Soul Collector allows her to gain more health and damage. True. But hey, still helps. I put it in there because it's an overall good card.
Push the payload.
That stun that she keeps doing is definitely gonna get old. And she has cauterized too. True there, hun. Yeah, she probably should set up like a soul for what's it called, a 1v1 build. But I mean, Maldumba technically doesn't have a true 1v1 build, just for the fact that most of it is aviated towards allies, which means in a 2v2 he's powerful.
She outside right now?
A what? For what?
She outside right now.
Oh yeah. I'll be out.
Damn, that stun
does he
though
have a helmet?
is just crazy. I mean, even Maldamba's stun isn't that stupid. It's just
on what?
constant.
You on her shoulder? I'm a scooter, yeah. Without a helmet. They're not gonna give her, no, not gonna take her to jail. They're gonna give her a freaking ticket for not having it.
15
Huh?
seconds remaining. 10, 9, 8, 7.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds.
Need to find somewhere to sit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Need one more player.
Killing spree. Escorts the payload.
A momentary relief from pain.
Yes. Because I have to show off my Maldamba skills after all.
We need one more person to solve this puzzle.
People are going to learn to fear the Maldamba.
A momentary relief from pain.
Damn it!
Exactly.
That could have worked. No! Ugh.
That's what happens when you use. Now, Ceres is pretty strong, though. I will give her that. But I mean, against against Maldamba, though, he can actually use his stun a lot more than Ceres. Ceres just has has almost unlimited range on her weapon. That's what makes her annoying.
Charged.
Oh yeah. It doesn't matter how far they are. You can literally snipe with mending spirits. It's funny. She's because the fact that people know full well how far Maldamba's primary ability goes, and his primary attack goes. Not very far. But they don't know is that mending spirits, you can treat it as a sniping ability. Literally, I tested it out. I was on one half of the map, and my friend who's using Buck was on the other half. No, every time I saw him, I would use my mending spirit and hit him. He had no idea where I was, but I always could see him. Even if I see a little bit of it, I can still hit them. And it does pretty good. It does pretty decent damage, especially if you top it off with the Spitting Crowbar's stun effect. 1 sec, plushie. Gotta leave the party. There we go. Yeah, trust me, mending spirits. It doesn't matter. There probably is a range limit. Probably, don't know. But all I know is that it's enough to hit the. It's enough to hit allies and enemies at the same time. Hence why they have Wokono's curse. Now, in a 2v2, most likely would probably go for something where Wokono's where Snake Toss does an additional 500 damage, where it does 700 total, which is pretty good. But I still like Mending Spirits' effect though. Okay there, hun. I shall be right back. Gotta go get something to drink. Okay. I am back. Round 3 of Maldamba. 81 left. $142.
Siege. Choose your champion.
You know I'm not leaving you on purpose. I've been thirsty for the entire day.
Maldumba.
Maldumba. You know, it's funny. When I invited you, I also invited over, what's it called, Nildavin. What's it called? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, but you know what's funny? I actually invited Nildavin to my broadcast. Of course, I knew she wasn't going to accept it, though. But, I mean, she has about, like, what, 5 days? And most likely by the time I get to bed, it's probably going to be like 4 days left. Because of the fact that my bottle was empty and I didn't want to have to leave the chair. I basically was lazy.
Customize your champion.
Yep, Khan. Let's see who will win this one. Me or Khan. This will be good. I can't wait.
You should have left me in peace, but now I join
the fight.
I can't.
Prepare for battle.
I would, but I was too lazy. I now just got it since I had nothing to do.
Fear me.
Hey, at least I'm not as bad as you there, hon.
5,
You will starve yourself for a week.
2, 1. Let the battle begin. Has drawn first blood.
Yeah, this is gonna be hard.
Lay down your life for me. Be ready to fight.
Hey, hey, I'm a good Maldumba user. But right now he's.
For the house, I stand stalwart.
Damn. I usually eat whenever my mom actually makes it.
Your life for me. Be ready to fight and to die.
For the house, I stand stalwart.
And usually takes about a couple hours for at least one meal to be done, so I mean.
What's your stand?
I didn't want to use that ability.
Enemy killing spree.
I didn't want to use triangle, but somehow the button pressed. Well, that was like an utter waste of an ult. Like, why did that button press? Like, I didn't even push the button.
Give time. I can't. I have such sights to show you.
Yeah, that's the problem with going to get up against a con user.
I must wait.
Enemy rampage.
Damn. Yeah, this is not going to be possible.
Lay down your life for me. Be ready to fight and to die.
And hun, snake isn't spelled that way. It's S-N-A-K-E. Just letting you know.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sounds like you're referring to it as a snack, though. It's kind of funny.
Watch your step.
The needs of House Ico outweigh everything else.
Damn.
You are nothing.
Can kill me.
Yeah, true.
Lay down your life for me. Be ready to fight.
I am consumed by torpor. Enemies on the point.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Yeah. Probably have to set this to rank so I can get rid of concept and to deal with something like this when I'm using Maldamba.
The payload.
There's no way I can do a 1v1 against a con user. Now while he has that card that makes him shoot faster and hit harder.
Watch your step.
Why is the X-axis so slow?
Sweet
What is this, X or Y? That might be better. That's the problem. It's the fact that when he's stunned, he still can use his healing ability when he's stunned. Like why? Why isn't that a thing? No other hero can use their abilities when they're stunned, and yet he's the only one who can literally use his healing ability as he's stunned.
Few see my strength and live to tell the tale.
Yeah, that they need to nerf him, or at least make it so that crowd control effects, or during crowd control effects, he cannot use his abilities. Because I mean, no other hero can use their abilities during when they're stunned, unless it gives them CC immunity. Hey there, Antonio. Join what? A 1v1? Sure. Password will be my name. Or what I call it. Yeah. I hope that someday they'll actually will rework Maldamba where he actually can be a healer. Because I mean what's it called? Because I mean, at this point, Maldamba should be what's it called, more of a meme than Pip is. I mean, sure, people who use Pip always go that stupid one roll where they always try to flank when they know full well they're healers. But I mean, Maldamba can only be a flank. 1v1, 2v2, or 3v3, he's fine. But in a 5 match, there's no way. There's not enough. He cannot do enough healing. Plushy, you still there? Or did you leave? I probably should make this, There you are. Hey, Antonio, I'm gonna make this public. Let me do that one more time. Oh well. There you are. Oh, snap. Wrong one. I was wondering why that was so fast. Let's see how you are in a 1v1.
Siege. Select a champion.
Maldamba.
They took out sprays, eh? That's interesting. I guess you have to mod the sprays during your customize. Interesting. Yeah. But I mean, to be fair, even if he was watching, if I was using someone like, say, Sky or Ceres, yeah, that would be a problem. But I'm using Maldon, but he has no such thing as, what's it called, a real escape ability, because that's the fact that he has an ability similar to Furia's untargetable sequence, but I mean, it's still kind of bad. He only has a measly healing ability, which in this case I have to use as a damage, and his gourd, which barely provides anything.
Pray to your gods. The spirits care not. Ooh.
Yep, cripple.
The battle is about to begin.
He's using Inara's Warder's Field, increasing its effective range by 50%, and also making it so anyone who's in it is crippled. Which, to be fair, that actually can be countered pretty well if you have a movement. If you have a card that makes it so you can't be slowed by 90% of your base. Which means things that cripples are usually pretty much only like slow effects.
Our enemies are taking the objective.
First blood.
The first of many.
He definitely got better. I'm just saying. Damn.
Overtime.
Why is it that overtime is only exists here and not every other map? Damn, that is so fickle. I can see why people like the siege. The siege.
Thank you, my friend.
A little bit more. And stunning won't be a problem.
Seconds remaining. 15 seconds remaining.
Ooh, he can negate my ability by using the ult.
You are not welcome here.
Nice to know.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds.
Yeah, it usually happens. Like I said, they need to give a rework to Maldon because, I mean,
4, 3,
he's
2,
barely holding on.
1.
I mean, he's doing just enough for a kill.
Push the payload.
Another conquest.
There we go. Damn, shooting. That's what happens when you're dealing with a burst weapon.
A momentary relief from pain.
You are not welcome here.
To dust.
A little slow there. There, Antonio.
30 seconds remaining. Another 15 seconds remaining.
Ooh, still got me.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1-0.
Fuel my desire.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our enemies are taking the objective.
Watch your step.
My domain.
Escort the
Battle
payload.
does not stop here. How?
Damn. Definitely is improving. Damn. But she ulted, so that's good.
You are not welcome here.
Indeed.
30 seconds remaining.
Eyes shall be liberal.
15 seconds remaining. 10.
Marcia! Fear me.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds. Five, 4.
Why did he get rejuvenate?
3, 2, 1.
I have such sight to show you. Enemies on the point.
A little bit more damage.
Immovable.
No, I don't auto buy.
To dust. I must wait.
That could be auto buy. Damn, he got that. Because the fact that Maldamba doesn't do enough damage, that's the problem. And if I don't get mending, spirits, he pretty much has a useless ability since in 1v1s he can't use it. Probably. Yeah, true. He probably just left on what's it called, auto buy for some reason, but that's okay. My Maldamba is rather technical. You have with this one, you must get Chronos and you must get what's it called, a reload thing, or otherwise it's not going to be too good. No, it's more or less because of the fact that the reason why I lost because of the fact that that's actually the problem with Maldamba is for the fact that he has enough damage to take out people like Sky or Strix, but I mean against where it does matter, like say trying to kill off like say something like Fernando, Ruckus, even Tyra with her 30% lifesteal legendary and such. It's almost impossible, just for a fact he has almost no damage to pull him through. I mean, people like Jin will melt through Maldamba. But it's because of the fact that Maldamba almost does like no damage is the reason why he can't actually contend as a being like what's it called, even close to being decent. That's also why people stick with Pip and try to go flank. Because in fact, if you had to pick between Pip or Maldamba. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, what's it called? I mean, to be fair, Maldamba has almost no damage. I mean, there's a reason why I always go with that Mending Spirits, Wokenov's Curse, is because of the fact that allows him to do some type of damage. But it's only 560 over 2 seconds, and that's not very impressive. Since that's almost like, what? Almost 280 damage? Almost 280 damage every second for 2 seconds? Along with the, along with his Slither, which becomes untargetable for duration, and that's not pretty good. I mean, it's meh, that's all. In the Gourd, well, I mean, it's basically like Mending Spirits times 2. Difference is, it does damage at the same time, but I mean, even the Gourd is almost non-existent when it comes to damage. The Gourd's damage is almost unnoticeable. I mean, if the Gourd did some type of healing reduction, if they added the Gourd and gave it some type of healing reduction, or at least increased the damage per second to 300, since it is supposed to be a small bottle of poison. And I mean, I mean, if they're going to be true to poison, at least even if it's going to be of low damage, at least make it so that it actually lasts for quite some time. I mean, I'm just saying. And his healing ability, like Spirit's Chosen, it's pretty much useless. I mean, unless they give him a card that decreases his cooldown overall by 1.5 seconds, or say 1 second, like say something like we're at max, it reduces the cooldown of Mending Spirits by 1.5 seconds overall, and not when you miss. People would literally spam Mending Spirits, just for the fact that it's a good healing ability, but you must spam the stupid ability. If you can't spam Mending Spirits, he's useless as a healer. Literally. That's also why I go for Snake Pit, Pungent Gourd, Otherworldly so I can move faster, Pungent Gourd so I can reveal hidden enemies, even if it is very small. Snake Pit so I can at least reload somewhat faster, and well, there were no other cards that were good, so I just stuck with Lighter Gourd. I mean, look at this. There's no leaderboards for Maldamba. See? Almost no one uses Maldamba. I mean, you literally will never see a ranked Maldamba. What's it called? A person doing ranked match. What's it called? A person doing ranked with Maldamba. It's impossible. That's almost a guaranteed loss if you use him. He cannot. He can barely do damage, especially in a 5v5. You will not notice his damage, and in a 1v1, it's barely there. I mean, he's one of the only heroes in this entire game that's non-existent. I mean, that's also why people make so many memes about Pip. It's because of the fact that one, he can do the damage. He can do the damage and actually do healing. Yep, I saw that. Yeah, it was called if they made Maldamba's damage slightly better, or at least got rid of that stupid where he throws globs of water at people, he'd actually be a pretty good damage type. Unfortunately, they're sticking with his meta phase. Oh no, trust me, there are good Maldambas, but I mean, have you ever seen a Maldamba actually focus on healing? It's non-existent. I mean, literally. I mean, he heals for 300 up front and 280 every second for 5 seconds. Now, here's the difference between Maldamba and another character who's similar, but different. Genos. For Genos, Vertical King casts Astral Mark on an ally, and they're immediately healed for 10% of their maximum health. Literally, 10%. So if an enemy has about, like, say, 1,000 health, like, say, Fernando magically has 1,000 health only, and that's, like, good, that's, like, great for a tank, right? And they're healed for 10% of their health. He's immediately healed for, like, say, if it's 1,000, he gets for 100. No, you're pretty good with supports, but Maldamba is something you can't be good with. I mean, if you want to use a good healer, if you want to use a healer that's better than Maldamba, use Genos. He can heal for 220 health every second for 10 seconds, and it goes through all obstacles. And with the Celestial Mark, if a person has, like, say, 2,000 health, they're immediately healed for, like, 200 of their health right off the bat. But that's not why the people use it. For that, it also has a pretty good cooldown, too. And in terms of actual healers, someone like Grover, just standing next to him heals you. I mean, Pip heals for like 1,200, 2,400 if you have, if you have his Mega Potion. And if they're being affected by Rejuvenate, it heals for even more. And I mean, obviously you know of Ying, Furia, Ceres, and and Grok. And it means, like, out of all the healers in the entire game, Maldamba is actually literally one of the weakest healers in the game. Now, sure, each character is supposed to be strong in their own version, but in healing, he can't do healing. He can't do damage. His only redeeming quality is the fact that when you reload, Grok, Grok, like I said, is a pretty good healer. Just for the fact that he heals for, like, for 420 health every second for 6 seconds. That's also not including the Totemic Ward. No, actually, Grok, if you compare Grok with, if you compare Grok with Maldamba, Grok will always get the kills, or at least always will do about double the amount of damage, will has more DPS consistency than Maldamba ever has. The only reason why people still use Maldamba is for the fact that his reload effect makes it so they stun people. Stuns them for 1 second when they reload. And maybe the Dread Serpent. Fire Dark Vessel that explodes when lands, fearing all enemy champions for 2 seconds. It's not half bad, but I mean, out of all the ults available, I mean, for crying out loud, even Pip's ult is better. Because, I mean, it turns them into chickens, but I mean, even if they're chickens, you can still kill them a lot faster, just for the fact that they have 1,500 health as chickens for 4 seconds. Maldamba just simply does a a puny a free fear effect. And you must stack that with Mending Spirits' Volcano's Curse, and you must have a good reload animation where you can automatically, as soon as the effect ends at 2 seconds, stun them. You must stun them. If you don't, you pretty much messed it up. Dark Dread Serpent can only be chained if you use Spade and Crowbar's reload, and then you can just simply tap on another Mending Spirits and you can do more damage, and that's if that kills them. And that's if there isn't another person nearby that comes right around the corner and heals them. That's what I mean. Maldamba does not have the does not have the damage to actually survive. Let me show you.
Siege. Choose your champion.
Maldamba.
Let me show you how Maldamba is. In this game, I'll be using Maldamba. In the next, Genos. Because Genos is probably the only other character that comes close to Maldamba, but difference is he has more consistent DPS. Yeah. Has more consistent DPS and also can heal a lot better. Yeah, because Grok, to be fair, Grok is strong. He has a really good effect. I mean, with his card, he can heal allies within his circle for 5% of their total maximum health every second. That's also not including the fact that he heals for like 420 every second. And also for the fact that one of his legendary cards make it so he heals for 40%, 440% more. That's a lot of healing from one totem. But, yep. But I mean, Grok just has a very hella short, has a hella short range. Almost, it's not existent. I mean, if it was something like a real totem where it has better range, it might work. But I mean, it just doesn't. Because I mean, Grok's range, even with the card that increases it by 50%. Is still really, really sad.
Prepare for battle.
And I mean, what's it called? But I mean, the only thing that makes up for it is for the fact that his ultimate heals and damages 2 enemies at the same time with a good radius. Too bad the totem doesn't have it. The totem provides CC immunity for as long as you're literally, basically twerking on top of the front line, making sure he doesn't die.
Let the battle begin.
And he also has that Ghost Walk, which, unlike every other runaway ability like that, he can actually take no damage.
An enemy has drawn first blood.
Careful, Spider. That he's coming for you. Exactly.
Enemy killing spree.
Sweet embrace.
No, this is what I mean. Barrack actually is one of the weakest. Sure, he's strong. I will give it this, but here's the thing. Barrack is actually one of the weakest tanks in the entire game. Compared to tournament. Yeah, true. But I mean, I literally will compare. I literally will tell you the truth. Barrack is actually one of the weakest tanks in the entire game. Just for the fact that there's Terminus, there's Torvald, there's what's that? Ruckus. What else? Their tanks can actually wipe the floor with Barrack if I tried. I'll have to actually take a look, but I mean, trust me. I mean, even Jin can actually count as a tank type, despite his flanking role. Oh yeah, Barrack is good, but I mean, I mean, what's it called? If you if Overwatch ever did this, if Overwatch ever, did a match, you know, their Torbjorn versus our Barrack, Torbjorn would literally, would bitch slap that Barrack, just for the fact that Torbjorn's, moveset is about 3 times stronger than Barrack's ever is. Just for the fact that, sure, Torbjorn can only summon 1 turret. But I mean, that 1 turret, which does almost the same amount of damage as Barrack's turret, can be upgraded 2 times to do almost double its amount of damage. And it can be upgraded with his ult as a temporary level 3, doubling its damage and fire rate, and its total health. Temporarily, it becomes a monster. His weapon is a lot stronger. And all this other good stuff. Barrack just simply has about 2 turrets and a blunderbuss that has a really stupid range.
Enemy double kill.
Oh yeah, I mean, I mean, I like the look of of Barrack better than Torbjorn, but I mean, in terms of actual use, it's Torbjorn, full-heartedly. I mean, I mean, if Overwatch and Paladins ever worked together, they literally would become hella strong.
Defend. Enemy killing spree.
No, literally, this is actually a perfect match, just for the fact that as long as I'm using Maldamba, I can show you... Oh yeah, I know. I fully know what you mean. It's just that, I mean, Maldamba, I mean, if Maldamba can take out one of the weakest tanks in the game, what hope does Maldamba have to go up against someone like Terminus, or Torvald, or even Khan? And I mean, you saw that too. See? I mean, look at that. His reload animation is actually longer than most heroes are. His damage is almost not even there. I mean, he can't even take out Moji. And Moji is actually one of the simplest people to take out, despite being hella overpowered. I mean, he literally cannot do enough damage to take out someone like Moji. And I mean, Barrack has maybe slightly better health than Moji. Now, if they say something like, I don't know, doubled his DPS, doubled his damage, and his ability to heal, like doubled it, since it's the fact that his healing is shorter than Genos's, yet it's weaker, a lot weaker. I mean, all you need is simply a tier 2 Cauterize, and Maldamba is screwed as a healer. If you use a tier 2 Cauterize against a Genos, he could still heal pretty well, because of his legendary card that allows him to heal for 10% heal them for 10% of their health. So I mean, that's what I mean. What's it called? I mean, if you do a tier 2 Cauterize, Maldamba is screwed. He's worthless as a healer. And with no other way to actually heal his allies, he's basically a standing stone. Janos has what's it called? Has the DPS and the healing ability to get past that. Yeah, but only, like, say, you must have a tier 3 Cauterize to actually hurt someone like Grover. Grover is literally one of the strongest healers in the entire game, and one of the most offensive out of the set. But you also need tier 3 if you also want to have any hope of being able to, hinder someone like Ying in her healing, especially with her ult. Saris and her mass healing, and I mean, that is powerful. But I mean, what's it called? But I mean, there's a lot of healers that actually need a tier 3 if you want to counter them. For example, Furia, she does massive healing, especially with her Solar Blessing. That is powerful. Grok, kind of, but still can do pretty good healing with his Totem. Grover is a must-have tier 3 Cauterize. He's a very strong healer. Pip, yes, because of the fact that unlike other healers, he does a potion effect. He throws them and heals for 2400 flat, modded off by base of how much healing received they have. But I mean, that's still pretty powerful, which means you have to have a tier 3 Cauterize on the person he's trying to heal at the moment he throws his potion. Otherwise, you pretty much Cauterize that person for nothing. And Ying, she can heal about 2 people at once, or just simply she can heal for 2 people at the same time. Or if she likes to do it this way, she can now shatter, but now he heals her target for 800 per active illusion, in which is pretty powerful in itself. Well, she is to simply consume 2 of her illusions, and she can heal for 1600 health, almost like a little bit stronger than Pip's effect. Which means she can keep her tank alive a lot longer, but technically it's still a weak ability. And then there's Saris, who has 2 ways of healing. Normally, especially with the Void of Bites or Mortal Reach. Either way, it's 2 very strong healing abilities. But then we get down to someone like even Janos is pretty good. Just for the fact he can heal anywhere. If he sees someone, he can simply tap on that heal, and there you go. But Maldamba, he can't heal. He's very direct. Just remember what you said. You can snipe with Mending Spirits. Literally the truth. He snipes with his Mending Spirits. That's also why it's almost impossible to heal with Maldamba. Just for the fact that you snipe with them. It's pretty stupid. Maldamba is literally one of the weakest characters in the entire game. I can beat Maldamba using Pip. Let me show you. I'll use Genos this time. Be right back. Gonna set up a private party. Yeah. I can, what's it called? I probably should, like, I can head to bed around, after this match.
Siege. Select a champion.
Genos.
Hey there, baby. Hi there. What now? Your mic is really bad there, dude. Yeah, somewhat clearly.
Customize your champion.
Yep, here we go. Yeah, I kind of figured. People love Buck. What? 3 days into a battle pass and already that person has that emote? He's been farming.
I bring destruction to yours.
The battle is about to begin. Five, four, three, two,
me into the fray.
1. And so it begins. An enemy has drawn first blood.
I can see why people picked more air control.
Is a transitory state.
Okay, I know what to do now.
You cannot kill a god. That was a close one. They're attacking your back.
Damn. Yeah, I think what they did is maxed out the air control, and then what's it called? And then second maxed out is what's it called? Is the jump.
Stop the payload. Enemy killing spree.
Yeah, that's why people have the nerf. I mean, these guys don't even have to aim much.
Enemy killing spree.
Let us sail the skies. Watch your backside. I defy.
Enemy rampage.
Yeah, he does not move he does not move fast at all.
Death is a transitory state.
There must be something that creates his air speed.
My role in
That's
the
what he
grand
needs.
scheme isn't over yet.
I'm not afraid.
You would fight the dark. Step into the light. And perish. Disappear into the void. Let the starlight
30 seconds remaining.
Our stars are aligned.
Technically, Buck is not much of a problem. It's just more like his range on his shotgun is a little bit unrealistic. I mean, out of all the shotguns available in this game, his actually seems to be a sniper variant, and that's not realistic. I mean, compared to all the shotguns which have almost no range in this game.
3, 2,
Also, for the fact that it also has the most damage per pellet that I've ever seen in any game in what that has to do with shotguns. And that's a little overpowered.
Let us sail the skies. They're attacking from the air.
Damn, speaking of the fact I untoggled at the last second because I'm not used to its toggle effect.
Oh, I see.
You cannot kill a god.
Death is a transitory state.
A little late there. Trust me, it's basically a tactical shotgun with a manual shell effect. It manually reloads every shell. So it's like a cross between a combat shotgun and a pump.
push the payload. Enemy killing spree.
Actually, Buck can one shot.
Why can't I defy these earthly bonds.
Enemy killing spree.
Damn! I have to make a new build using his
Enemy
air
double
spirit,
kill.
his wind, because he has almost nothing.
Transitory state.
Yeah, even the pellet spread on Buck, it's kind of unrealistic.
Enemy rampage.
Let us sail the skies. Move. All I
An enemy is unstoppable.
boy. Death is a transitory state. One I can
30
rectify.
seconds remaining.
I defy these earthly bonds. Step into the light.
Double 15
Perish.
Damn.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Overtime!
Let us sail the skies. Enemies above us.
Enemy double kill.
They got one shot itself. That's funny.
Capture point spawning in 15
It's kind of funny how they both stood still for that 1 second and double killed. I hope I got that top play.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Of course. Like I said, Bog can one-shot. It's just that it's very hard for the fact that his weapon still goes off by a direct 90-degree cone. That's also why it's hard.
Watch your backside. My light is nearly extinguished.
enemy killing spree.
Let us sail the skies.
Defeat.
It's because of the fact that his weapon is a shotgun type. It goes off by per pellet, so if all his pellets hit, it would still one shot. Yep, I stole their top play from them with my double kill.
30 seconds remaining.
Step into the light.
15 seconds remaining.
And I sprayed too. Let's see what I can do.
Get out of my way. Downstairs. You're done for the night. Go. I'm done with you, Bradford. You stay down here now.
They kicked me. Okay, I'll be going. Just because it's for you. Okay. Keep texting me. Keep texting me through your PSN app. I have to go check up on my Facebook. Okay. I know, but still, I'm doing it for you, there, hun. I don't mind. Yeah. I want you to just keep texting me. Keep texting me, and I'll text you back when I'm actually heading off. Okay. Stopping the broadcast now, if you can hear me.